there were bombing raids, pretty significant after, with the war in the Pacific. And there would be air raid sirens, and we would collect in a common area is all I can remember, and there were blackout curtains, and I would put my head in my mother's lap. And there was one day when the Americans were bombing a munitions dump, a Japanese munitions dump that was close to the camps, and it missed, and it fell on an area where there were people lined up waiting to get food. And there were quite a few refugees that were injured and died. And in that book, the entire community just basically mobilized. You know, my uncle, who was the doctor, he went and he showed up. And when they ran out of bandages, people brought their shirts and their sheets, and everybody just totally mobilized to help the people that were injured in that bombing raid. I mean, it was accidental because the bomb went off, in the wrong place. But that munitions dump was right next. It was very close, and so that was the only time that a bomb actually hit.
So that was your most vivid memory of the hit that killed some folks and injured others.
But I do remember putting my head in my mother's lap and being.
How old were you in this range?
That would have been, 2, 3, 4.
Really young.
Yeah. And so,
were there constant Allied bombings?
There, in the war in the Pacific, there were a lot.
Yeah.
It was happening sort of daily. And I mean, I didn't know what it meant other than it was very scary. And you could hear the planes, overhead, which, yes.
Did you have, I know you were very young, did you have a concept that this war was on? Did anyone use the word war that you remember?
I mean, I knew there was a war, but it didn't mean anything. I had no context for that other than the air raids.